What's up YouTube? SixFlips back here finally for my collection video. I know it's been a couple of weeks, sorry about that. We're just going to kind of start with the knives that I bought first and then just kind of go down the line here. So this is actually the first butterfly knife that I ever bought, probably a decade ago now, which would put me back to when I was 13, back playing Counter-Strike. This is definitely some CCC. I'm pretty sure me and my younger brother actually bought two of these off eBay for, if I remember, they were $12 for both of them. As you can see, it's very rough. It's been painted or plastic dipped white a couple times. There's basically no tune to it here. And I have a couple ounces of electrical tape on the handles there. But for the most part, this thing has just been sitting in my desk for many years, but gotta start the video off right. Alright, next up we have BBBarfly. This thing is so loud. This one I've probably also had for almost a decade now. It's been around a while too. Opened many bottles. It's also, worn so much so that Zen pin, it got handle slaps, which these things are loud to begin with, but that definitely doesn't help. But yeah, it's been around for a while. Opened many bottles. Never let me down. Always nice to have an OG Barfly around. Next up we have the first nice trainer that I bought for myself. The Squid AL here. This one I probably had for almost 2 years now too. But I still find myself coming back to it. It's still probably, I've gotten many knives since then, but it's still probably one of the nicest, quote-unquote, Bally that I have, just as far as tolerances and machining. A couple others coming up that are pretty up there, but this one being made in America as well is definitely one of the favorites. Next knife we have is my Flytanium Zenith 2.0. This one I bought during their garage sale a while back, so it was $30. Definitely can't complain at all for what you get for the price. This thing actually is almost always in my pocket at work just because sometimes I'm crawling through crawl spaces, and this is a knife that I don't mind if it gets dirty, scratched up, falls out my pocket. I don't really pull it out too much at work anyway, but I always have it on me actually. But for the most part, it's just on me. Alright, next up we also have my Flytanium Lucha here. Got these black handles at the same time as when I bought the Zenith. Black wash blade, black handles, looks pretty sweet. I got the ceramic bearings upgrade too. I actually don't carry this one as much as I originally intended to. I actually got this at the Smoky Mountain Knife Works when I was there. But saw the handles for it, wanted it to flip a little lighter, a little less handle bias. Obviously, luchas are super heavy. But yeah, cool knife in the collection here. First live blade on the list. And I'm going to get into my Nibali stuff real quick here. First thing in this case is my Volk, which actually was a Christmas present for my girlfriend last year. Pretty sweet. Funny enough, she wanted a Volp 360, so I bought her one of those and we gifted each other Volps. But Volp and the Volp 360. This thing is super weird, not having a blade, but cool little thing to have around. 2 Volps. Next thing I have in this case is the Impulse. Great starter knife. This is actually one of my favorite knives for a while in my collection right after I got it, but now it doesn't get flipped as often. Following that, I got my blacked out Hydra, the false light edge. This thing's pretty sweet too. Damn, if I can focus. Not a whole lot to say for this one either. Fun flipper. Will have to hold me off until I decide to buy my own Kraken. And that is everything from the Bali's. Let's get into some LDY. First knife I want to talk about from LDY, if you can't hear already, is the Kite AL. This thing is so chattery. I've been flipping the crap out of this one since my unboxing video that you guys saw. Really like this knife. It's my first G10 knife in the collection. Nice and grippy, super chattery, does everything I want it to. This thing gets taken out with me quite frequently too. Following the Kite, I'm going to actually talk about my Orion 1.5. This is the Christmas edition here, if you couldn't tell. Nice red spacers, green anno, and the snowflake laser blade. This knife is actually, of course, it is a super nice flipper. It's an Orion 1.5, but this one I just want to keep super nice. It doesn't get flipped super often, but that's my special Christmas edition knife I bought last year. Pretty sweet. And following the Orion is, of course, going to be my Sirius V4.5. This was actually one of the random B stock models. I bought it when I bought this the Orion just for the free shipping, to be honest, but I really like the purple. It's funny, I bought this one for the free shipping and actually flipped this infinitely more than the Orion. This thing's also pretty chattery. It's got a great tune on it. I got a couple little dings here in the handle, but very much like my Sirius 4.5. Next knife I want to talk about real quick is actually the standard Balisong. Dang, if I can get in focus here. Don't know what it's been doing. Just a standard Balisong. I actually bought 3 of these, one for me and both of my brothers, and we got our initials engraved on them for Christmas last year, so something just kind of cool to have. They're not really Balisong flippers, but since then my brother has bought his own Impulse, so we'll see what happens. Pretty sick though. I'll get some matching engraved Baronssons. Nothing too crazy. Next up, I'm going to talk about my BBBarfly Pro V3. This one I was looking at for a long time, trying to decide if I actually wanted to buy it. I was looking for the other bottle opener blade, but this is the only one I could really find. So this is the Blade HQ edition, which I'm actually very happy that I ended up with it. I like the blue and white, and it almost perfectly matches my original Barfly there. This thing flips good. It's got some chonky handles, which is something that I really liked when I originally started flipping, so this thing's still fun to pick up and flip around every now and then. But Pro V3. Just a quick little shot of everything so far, and as you may have guessed, I have saved the best for last. So first thing I want to talk about, first titanium in the collection, is actually my 42. There's a pretty good story behind this one. I actually just briefly decided to stop at a pawn shop, and I was looking at a couple of their knives, and I saw this little shiny case on the back shelf. So I was like, hey, what's that? And they showed them to me, and I had never seen one before, so I was like, wow, 42. They also had a 62, but I was less interested in that. I took a couple pictures of it. I wanted to make sure that it was real. I actually hit up Mo Balisong on Instagram, and he was super quick. He said, yes, that is a real 42. Go buy that thing. They had it for $220, I think, which is absolutely a freaking steal. I don't know if they actually knew what they really had here, but I'm not complaining. Definitely one of the sickest blades in my collection. It's got the spring latch on it there as well. This thing I am never selling, keep it for a long time. One of the coolest things in the collection, and probably the king of the collection, to be honest. Now let's spice it up. Go back to BBBarfly here. This is the most recent knife that I purchased. I actually got it from Maestro Hobbies on Instagram as well. He shipped it very quick. It was a very nice experience for my first third-party knife. The blue little inserts there at the bottom. If you hadn't noticed, half of my collection is blue. I'm a little biased there. But I was looking at these for a long time. I saw BBBarfly raise the price of them actually recently, which was unfortunate since I hadn't bought one yet. Then I saw posting the Balisong sale subreddit and ended up working out very nice. And I've been pretty much just flipping this thing ever since. This and the 42 are kind of the, or they're the only titanium Balisongs, but they're kind of the grails of the collection, I would say. But definitely liking this thing. Definitely going to keep flipping it a lot. And the last knife of the collection, which you guys have actually already seen, is my aluminum bare bones. This thing's pretty sweet. I've been carrying it a lot like I intended to. I got one tiny little ding in the corner of the handle that you probably can't even see on camera, but poked myself with it a good couple times now too, as you do. Alright everybody, here is the long-awaited SixFlips collection. I would probably say out of everything, I probably flip the Kite and the Superfly the most right now. Probably carry the bare bones the most. With the trainers, of course. Alrighty guys, that is it. I want to thank you for watching. Let me know what you want to see more of.